I'm just gonna play through Portal, do a few shortcuts without doing anything too stressful or complicated. So, let's go.
The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Yippee! I've been playing through the Half-Life games recently. I'm playing Half-Life 2 right now. It's kind of cool, like, looking at this game knowing that it used to just be, like, a Half-Life 2 mod. I don't know. I feel like keeping the aesthetic could have worked, but I'm kind of glad they did, like, a whole retexture, even if it's keeping with... Oh.
Please proceed into the chamber lock after complete.
I like the one stain right there. That's awesome. I'm also curious, like, why, like, hopping like that... Probably somebody knows, but why hopping like that, like, speeds you up in Source Engine? There's probably, like, a programming reason, like, accounting for physics and then that breaking the game a bit.
Very well. Please be advised.
Anyway, what I was saying is that I like how, like, slight changes in physics in order to make a game, like, feel more realistic is also, like, exploited to do weird speedrun stuff. It's really cool.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Maybe this was a bad game to choose for, like, my first stream because so much of it she's talking and I don't want to interrupt her. I've played these games a million times, but the writing is still gonna be so endlessly charming to me. I love you, GLaDOS. I also love how different the elevator designs are between the two games. Like, the second game's ones are so, like, sleek and modern, and this one, like, has, like, padding on the walls. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is, like...
While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the unbelievable.
I know that it's kind of getting your brain used to mechanics if this is your first time playing it, but it's kind of funny how simple, like, a lot of the puzzle solutions are. Not all of them, but, like, the first bit.
12 seconds later.
I actually forget the solution to this one. I like the aesthetics of both games, and I can see why people, like, maybe would like the first Portal game more, but in terms of, like, puzzle design, I feel like that the second one is a lot stronger. Hey look, it's Shell. If you solve a puzzle in Portal 2, you can, like, finish it pretty much right away. So it gives you more accurate feedback if you're, like, heading in the right direction. While in this case...
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device.
I'm also curious, they must have done, like, a lot of work to do that and not get the player motion sick. I don't know. It's a cool game.
For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
GLaDOS, you're so funny. I like the little songs, like different appliances play here. It's a kind of lonely game, but it's very sweet.
Fling yourself. Fling into space.
Fling yourself. Where did it go? That's the first time that's happened. Oh, this one is my favorite. I actually practiced this one.
All subjects intending to handle high-energy gamma-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues.
I love that skit.
No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject. The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and brief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test.
That first jump I did in this level was clean. It was clean. I don't think I've ever done that precise before. legally obligated to check this out. Man, I don't know. This is probably like the worst case scenario that you could possibly have like paranoid schizophrenia in. And it would be the easy thing to be like cruel to him about it, but it's very sympathetic. Sorry my commentary is also so low-key. Yeah. This is first stream, so I'm allowed to be bad at this. Now this puzzle is probably one of my least favorites, so I'm gonna do my best to skip it. And one time I tried the skip, it worked, so here's to hoping it happens again. So the trick is, maybe I'll have to get the security camera first, but the trick is that you lay this so it can roll into the door, then it gets jammed, and then you can portal through and effectively skip this puzzle. Which is good, because I don't really like this puzzle very much. Steal this. Try not to get shot. Play around with the physics for a bit. Get it pushed up against the door. Awesome. Now, if all goes to plan, do this. That didn't work. Thank you if you happen to be watching the stream or this VOD. Okay, I'm just gonna solve this normally. Yeah, that's true. God, please. This is stupid.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Now we get to the extra fun part.
We are pleased that you made it through the final challenge where we pretended we were going to murder you.
Okay, so if anyone's tuning in right now, just get ready for me to take a lot of screenshots, just because I really love like Valve's environmental work. I don't know if you've seen any of my stuff or seen like what other games I like, you can probably tell that this is like a huge inspiration for me visually. If Valve knows how to do one thing, it's how to make like really visually interesting like industrial spaces. They're so pretty.
Where are you? I know you're there. I can feel you here.
I love that line. I also love that in Portal 2, like, sort of the back rooms are like so polished and clean and neat and industrial, and here it's like Aperture Science is less of like a force of nature, but kind of just like a kind of sad little factory. I don't know, it's neat. See, I am much more familiar with Portal 2 than I am with the first Portal game. I know some skips here, but in terms of like actual layout and how things work, I know that game a lot better, so sorry if I make a few goofy mistakes. I think there's like a similar puzzle in Portal 2 where like there's like a fan or something that's similarly going fast, and when I first played it I was like, okay, I just have to run through it really fast, and forgetting that portals existed. Why did they build all this? It's fun. I know Source is just good at making like blocky environments, but it's fun seeing like how sort of their influences like carry from like game to game. Oh. I've never noticed that happens.
You're not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here.
That's such a good line.
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I forgot so much about like the backrooms of this game. Maybe backrooms isn't the right word.
This is your fault.
I've never seen this. Is that a bird on there? It looks like a weird kind of bird. That's cool. Pretty sure this room is also in Portal 2, like right after Shell wakes up. I think it's probably one of the most unchanged chambers, like the goop just gets grosser and there's like a bit of plants. It's a nice room. This would be like a cool place to hang out if it weren't for the sludge. Oh, I love this room. Sorry, I'm gonna take some pictures. Now this is interior decor. I wonder, they changed the aesthetics so much with like the bulk of Portal 2, so I wonder if like the devs kind of wanted like the more rustier look, and that's part of why like old Aperture kind of looks like that. This is just me spitballing, but I wonder if they missed like the sort of rustier looking aesthetic of the first game at all. There's also, it's also funny because in the second game there's like a lot more tension before you meet her, and here you could just kind of show up and say hi and then kill her immediately. She's so
You
cool.
found me.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. The only
Hi,
thing you've
ma'am.
managed to break so far is my heart.
I love you,
Maybe
ma'am.
you could settle for that, and my guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse somehow. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him, while your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends, because of how unlikable you are.
I love how
Says
petty
right
she
here
is.
in your personnel file. A massive sarcasm quote. I could take a bath in this stuff. Put it on.
I wonder if the devs
cereal,
forgot
in my
to put
office.
anything
Honestly,
here
it's
to...
not deadly at all.
I don't know, it's fine.
You on the where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed.
That's a great last note to end on. Here we go. Into the sky. I love the JPEG of trees.
Thank you for assuming the party escort submission position.
Yeah, I get that was to make it sort of go with the second game, but I kind of wish they didn't put that in for the PC version. Oh. And I saw in a speedrun that this part isn't like pre-rendered. It's like an actual physical space that you can teleport your companion cube or something to in-game. Which is nice. I always assumed that it was like a pre-rendered cutscene. It's very sweet.